Meet Sellen, Sorceress Supreme, although you probably already know her from fan art. Or maybe you found her chained up in some basement and felt a weird tingling sensation that you tried to ignore. Well, today's video is gonna help you unpack those feelings, as we follow the journey of a thirsty Tarnished on a noble quest to impress his arcane mommy, desperately trying to unlock some of her exclusive content. So stick around and discover what mysterious reward awaits you, which is definitely not safe for the round table hole. You first encounter Sellen at Waypoint Ruins, where the game kindly asks you to burn some flowers and bully a blind man with a stick. Unless you're bad at the game, that is. Then he bullies you.
I've fallen and I can't get up!
Once you picked your knees from the floor, you can find Sellen waiting in the room up front. Now if you run an dex build like me and can't cast any spells, she'll immediately insult your intelligence.
I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal.
Just like how your mama used to. Yet somehow, that only makes you more into her. Probably cause you miss your mama? Anyway, she will start rambling on about glintstone and the primeval current, but you see, your character is really dumb, so you won't understand. However, what you do understand is that you've just unlocked the game's first official thirst trap. Unlucky for you, she still agrees to make you her apprentice for some reason.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
After becoming her loyal apprentice, probably you have assumed that she will do the classic teacher-student activities with you. But no, she just ignores you. Which is really weird, cause you've been standing there staring at her feet for 20 minutes. To make her interested in you, the way you're interested in her, you'll need to prove your worth to her. The only way you know how, by committing a few casual war crimes. Step 1. Break into the Academy of Raya Lucaria. First, you need to steal an employee badge from a dead man, which seems kinda boring, but he's being cuddled by a dragon that throws magical stuff at you, which might sound scary. However, if you've got some of that new Game Plus good, you can just splash your white stuff on him, and he'll instantly die of disgust. Once inside the academy, you are greeted with elegant architectures, scholarly brilliance, and a very divorced lady who is definitely not over it. She's got a terrifying one-shot spell that you can ignore by just walking to the right. After shamelessly traumatizing that divorced lady, you can reward yourself by recreationally assaulting a senior citizen. Afterwards, you need to find your girl's previous master, located at Mount Gilmere, so you'll need to access Altus Plateau and travel through Seathwater River, but not before being warmly welcomed by the local community. As you walk through this huge, constantly farting crack, you start to realize that it is way too big. Hence, we can only conclude that it must be your mother's. But try not to think about that to not make your journey even weirder. Besides, as you're riding your dog, you start to notice that the area is full of zombies. But on closer inspection, you realize it's just some students with early morning classes. Being the nice guy you are, you give them a supportive hug before continuing your morning commute. Just be careful moving forward. There is a police officer nearby, and they will arrest you for the elderly assault you did earlier. After barely escaping police custody, soon you'll find a village where a gang of demi-humans have taken up residence. Now I should emphasize that this is an easy fight if you pick them off one by one like a responsible adult, but I did not. I kept hearing,
I like those odds,
and charged in like an idiot, demanding they pay the rent. Naturally, they got offended and demanded that my insides get some fresh air, as you normally do in their culture. So yeah, that was fun. I've always wondered what color my insides are. After being owned like that, I obviously called in my homeboys to help me deliver them the eviction notice and, more importantly, pick up the 20 bucks I dropped. Now if you keep going forward, you'll see something truly majestic. A bridge. However, if you turn back around, you will find something far less interesting. Your girl's master Azur, chilling on the rocks. He will not speak or move, but he hands you that spell everyone uses when they are tired of playing the game. Poor Moog. Now if you go back to Sellen, she will be very pleased with you and naturally rewards you with a new task. Go find this other guy you definitely shouldn't worry about, Lusat, but not before giving herself some ass kissing on a professional level.
You must have a fabulous teacher.
I guess we'll see about that, Sellen. I'm still waiting for my well-earned exclusives after all. Wait, that sounded weird and depraved. Let's just pretend I didn't say anything and get back to the task at hand.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasies.
She tells you to find him in Celia Town, but you will find him in the properly named Celia's Hideaway, which is hidden behind an invisible wall, deep in the woods, nowhere near Celia Town. So just another Tuesday in FromSoftware quests after all. The dungeon is pitch black, just like your future employment prospects. It also has a lot of holes, and holes are fun. However, they make navigation pretty hard, so I had to consult the locals for directions. It also features some of your favorite enemies.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
If you continue forwards, you will find the guy she told you not to worry about, Lusat. And in this case, yeah, you probably shouldn't worry about him. He also hands you another sorcery that you can't use, cause you're still really dumb. Anyway, when you report back to Sellen, she says she's truly pleased to have you as an apprentice. A really touching moment that makes you cry. And for all that work, she rewards you with something truly magical. A top fan badge, which will certainly make your mama extremely proud. Now that you have reconnected Sellen with her old LinkedIn network, and still, she haven't given you access to any of her exclusive content, you start to feel like giving up. But then you realize, her fate is tied to the stars. So you pack your hopes and go visit more accurate California that has fell victim to climate change, known by its nice shores, cute puppies, and being the land of incredibly jacked dudes on tiny horses. There you have to fight Radon, as he is holding the stars in place, and thus preventing Sellen from producing new content. He's also a really easy boss that you can farm for runes. At the festival, you also meet Jerren, the host of this euthanasia party. He is a really fun guy who thinks murder is fun. He celebrates this shit.
The celebration of war!
Obviously we bonded, but more on him in a second. When you kill Murderadon, the stars resume their movement, and you can go back to Sellen as she has a new errand for you. Find her real body. That's right. Remember that mysterious woman you found chained up in a basement? The one that made you feel a weird tingling cause you're into that stuff? That's the real Sellen. And what you've been simping for this whole time is just a projection. This means that you have actually been playing my side this whole time and thirsting over an AI girlfriend. How could FromSoftware do this to us? You are probably eligible for a refund. Regardless, you head to Witchbane Ruins where she will give you her essence, which might sound really intimate, but rest assured, it's all totally above board, despite the sounds you're about to hear. Hopefully you were using headphones there. Now if you reload the area, you will find your bro Jerren standing over her dead body. Excellent, exquisite. Thank you, Jerren. Although, it was with good intentions. He was worried she might steal you from him, and you guys will no longer be able to go on a fun kill-murder vacation together. Aww. Which is the true romance part of this story. He also drops a lore bomb. Turns out that Sellen also enjoys war crimes. She is known as the Graven Witch and is a big ball enthusiast, a pioneer of ball science if you will. She actually left some tech demos of her work in front of the ruins for you to enjoy. Now this would have been a massive turnoff for any decent human being, but with your noble task in mind, you run straight to Seluvis' 6th dungeon to give your food goddess a new body. Once you get there, she's gonna upload herself into the doll made for her by everyone's favorite creepy uncle Seluvis. Yeah, she's tight with him too. Now with this massive lore revelation, you start to consider remaining maidenless after all. However, as Sellen comes back, you can't help yourself. Especially as she starts sharing all those nice words with you. Conveniently, you notice how she didn't thank you by sharing something nearby. The next step is to go back to our favorite divorced lady and meet up with Jerren, as you guys really wanna talk to him. Now some of you might say that it's a dick move to betray our best friend. And you'd be right. That's just how we roll. Sometimes, life is simply an unbroken storefront window, and you are a Lakers fan. Anyway, after shamelessly ganging up on poor Jerren, Sellen finally rewards you with what you've been waiting for. Some more nice words.
You will always be my darling pupil.
Now at this point, you've helped her swap bodies, commit war crimes, and violate most of the Academy's HR policies. So surely she still have a great reward for you. Well, there is only one more step to find out. Reload the area.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out.
And she turns into a ball. This is not the first time this has happened to me. Every time I get close to someone, they turn into a ball. A weird predicament that has me more confused than an American at a salad bar. Surely this has nothing to do with my own actions. Anyhow, thanks so much, Sellen. This was absolutely worth it. You see, I really love balls. I don't think she even understands us anymore, so it doesn't even matter if you speak ill of her mother. Now if you're a little confused about what the hell just happened, here's a quick lore drop. Sellen here is known as the Graven Witch, and she really liked to turn other people into balls to learn more about the mysterious primeval current, which is against Raya Lucaria HR policies. Hence, they banished her. Poor Jerren was trying to kill her to prevent this from happening again. As for the ball stuff, she thought that by merging with Lusat and Azur's bodies, she will be able to glimpse into the primeval current without actually turning into a ball. But she was clearly wrong. However, the true prepare to cry of this story is you. You didn't get any of her exclusive content after all, and I don't think you also like balls. No worries, I got you covered, as she's been posting pretty groovy stuff regularly over here. Now if there is one thing you should learn from this story, is that you should subscribe to my channel. It will surely let you unlock some exclusive content.